Hi guys, got a slightly different video from the Volvo. Fortunately I've had a little bump in it, which resulted in breaking the headlight, side light, caving in that wing and mangling up the bumper. But I've got another bumper to go on it. I can't get a wing in that colour, so I'm just going to see what I can do with that one. Keep sanding it back in that. Now I plan on swapping the bumper cover over in this video. Bottom valance does need paint as well. I've got the toe and eye cover. It's just broken the tabs off on it, but I'm sure I can screw that on or something. But yeah, that's a good bit. I'll just keep cutting in and out as I strip parts down. But obviously, first job is going to be get the bumper off, get the light. Let's say it's just the old light I put on there for now. I have got a new one to go on it, and then just need to try and sand this back a bit more, and then hopefully I can get a new pinstriping as well to go on it. But sand that back, get some paint on it. Hopefully, we'll be good to go. Right, before we get too involved, I'm going to probably take off the number plate and this front valance. Buzz it all out with the impact driver. I think it's 10mm heads on those bolts up through there. Hopefully they'll all fire right out. Well, that was really straightforward. It's just popped out all the fixings that are going along there. And then once you got them out, you just slide it forwards out of that groove, out of that channel along there, the groove. Nice and easy. Number plate next, then we'll start looking at taking the grill off and seeing how the bumper mounts. Well, that's the front more stripped down. Just looking up. So there's two bolts each side that hold the bumper on, or the main part on. And I think these are just little clips holding them in there. I have added a screw into this side, but there's supposed to be 3 nuts inside that hold this on, but I don't think they're on this one. So hopefully I'll whip off the bumper cover, then we can assess the situation then. Well, that should be nice and straightforward in there. There's 4 bolts out then holding the bumpers. I've also removed the clips from the side. Or what was left of the clips on the side anyway. The bumper should just pull right off now. Famous last words. Anyway, you don't need to watch me pull off the bumper. So in this side there's just a nut down there I need to persuade off. You can just about see it there. And then the bumper should come off then. See, this bumper was very tatty anyway. Those mounts weren't really on. And the other side there wasn't any bolts in on it at all, any nuts on the bolts at all. It was just all wedged in there, because obviously I had a bit of a bump before this one. Right, that's now all the bumper off. It's the old one. I did have to remove the washer model a bit. I've taken out that light now as well. Basically the dent here, I've knocked it out as much as I can. I'm just going to try and sand it smooth and fill it a bit more, see how well I can do. As I say, it is a bit rough on this edge here. I could always put a bit of black sealer there. So it's just this rubber seal that runs down there. But we'll see. But ideally, I want to come up in the correct colour for a perfect fix. There was a silver one I could have got, but I thought, well, if I've got to paint it, I'd just as well fill and paint this one. Guys, I've just scuffed this one up with some 80 grit. You see, it's already had lots of some respray before, and they have just sprayed over all the scratches and things. So the new scratches I've put on it, I've just sanded smooth. Yes, you're going to see them, but are you really going to notice it underneath the car? Probably not. And this panel here I've put back on. What I've done is I've just put some little cable ties on it. So if I do need to use it, I should just be able to flick it off and snap the cable ties in. So just I know this isn't going to fall out then. Just holding those ends in there so it doesn't pop out. Hopefully that will work. I get the final shaping in. It's not too bad. Just needs to add a bit more filler up here. Just on the low bits really, but we're certainly getting there. It's a nick there. Just needs to fill a little bit more along this edge. But certainly getting there. So this is only a quick fix. I've only got a few hours to do the car today. There's lots of sanding and filling. We're getting somewhere. Fortunately, I've had a bit of a reaction there, or it might not have been set enough before I started to sand it back a bit. But we've got that all in primer now. I just need to finish off his scratches. Also fitted the number plate onto the new bumper, ready to go on. I think the bumper's nearly perfect. It's going to be ideal with a bit of like back to black on it. And here's the valance. It's not ideal, but it's got 3 coats of paint on it and about 2 or 3 of lacquer. So obviously it's going to be underneath the car, so you're not going to see a lot of it, but it would have been nice to spend extra time sanding and filling it. But I'm on a bit of a deadline. Only got a few hours to do it before I have a child back. So yeah, it's going to certainly look a lot better anyway. Well, I've done the painting for now, so it's not my best work. It is a little bit wavy along there. There's not much I can do about it at the moment, so just don't have the time. I've got this light to replace, done up on the bonnet. Unfortunately, the can started dripping a bit, but again, I've run out of time today, so I just got to get it back together now. Just put the new light on it, I'll put the bumper on it, and I'll probably cut in and out once I've done those things. Right, that's the bumper and the light back on. So the bumper has 3 bolts, and it's got 2 little clips there and there. I'll get in there and show you. Not very well. There's 2 clips there. And you have to remove the air box and the washer bottle. And there's 3 nuts down there. This side you don't, it's just down in there by the battery. I don't know if you can see that. So the sun is quite bright. Yeah, so the bumper all bolted up, and again we've got the 2 clips back in that side. There and there. And there's just 2 bolts then on holding the bumper onto the sports. I think as we look at the old bumper, you can see why it wasn't looking straight, because there's a big kink in it there. I say, paintwork's not come out the best, but obviously once it's been wet sanded and that, probably in a week or 2, hopefully it'll look a lot better. But again, it's only till I find a wing that colour. I will try and get some more pinstriping to go down it. We're back together. So it just needs a bit of cutting and polishing on the new paintwork, but it's only like going to be an average job at best. But yeah, so happy with that. I've got the Volvo back looking tidy-ish again on the road. I'm just driving it around in primer. But yeah, so thanks for watching, and hopefully so there'll be some Volkswagen content to come.